probably racist here, but she looked really Asian there. I was like, man, she looks really, really Chinese there. Like, I don't remember her being that Chinese.
She's Japanese.
Yeah, I'm just saying, her eyes are really, anyway. But we go in from that match, we go to the Women's Royal Rumble. And I know you didn't, so I did. We
I will
start
say,
off number one.
real quick, the only thing I saw was Asuka. I saw her come out, and I immediately sat up, and then she took her mask off. And I know that she's doing the Kana thing, but she looked kind of like a reject from the band Kiss. I think it was the sparkly blue. But I like the direction that they're going with her.
Yeah, she's definitely has had her character change.
And then from what I gathered, it was essentially the same thing as the men's Royal. We had Damage Control as the team that was running Rampage, and then you had Ripley. She started off at number 1. She lasted all the way, and of course she had to have her little record too.
Yeah, she was the first woman to win from the number 1 position.
Hope her plane crashes.
And she lasted the longest. So yeah, Rhea was number 1. Liv Morgan was number 2. They said weird stuff on commentary that Liv Morgan asked for the number 2 spot, and that's why she is number 2. That's why I said it. That's why I said it was weird, because in the pre-show, they spent the whole pre-show showing everybody grabbing numbers to see what number they were in.
Right.
So how did she get to go and ask while everybody else is grabbing their numbers?
Well, I think asking also, for the earlier number isn't that big of a deal.
Well, also, if you're going to ask, then why not ask for the number 1 spot instead of the number 2 spot?
Because she's proven that she's Mick Foley.
Well, I'm saying if you're going to win from the number 1 spot. In history, no one remembers who won from the number 2 spot. I don't think anybody's won from the number 2 spot. It's always the number 1 spot.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to when
even
they do the stats that nobody asked for.
Even if you're starting the match, you still being the first one out. But I guess that's like a little nitpick. She didn't win anyway.
She did last all the way to the end, though. Which is another reason why I was glad I didn't watch it. If I'd have watched fucking Liv Morgan last the entire Royal Rumble.
It gets worse. Dana Brooke is next.
Yeah.
Followed by Emma, followed by Bailey, followed by B-Fab.
B-Fab? Oh, thank you.
B-Fab is the third. She's the third member of Hit Row, and she lasted all but 2 minutes, and then she was eliminated by Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Next up, we have Roxy, or Roxanne Perez, as you would know her in NXT, the champion.
Oh, so they got an NXT person.
They did. After that, the women's tag team champions, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, came out.
Together?
No, they were like the next 2.
Oh, okay.
So then Damage Control starts to go on a little run. Yep. They eliminate Dana Brooke, Emma, and Roxy. I will say, though, they seem to be very big on Roxanne Perez. She, like commentary, they were building her up. Oh, she's the NXT champion. She's going to be the future of this division. She had a spot where she did she was going to do like a Hurricane Rana, but she did like 2 passes over Rhea Ripley. I don't know. But but the crowd was into it. But yeah, she got eliminated. Out then next comes Natalya and Candice LeRae. Oh, I messed up.
It's okay.
Anyway.
Nobody cares.
Shayna Baszler was out there at some point. And then, yeah, I forgot to write that down. But so Shayna Baszler and Natalya, there was a moment where Shayna Baszler had Natalya outside the ring on the apron. She's doing the Karafuda clutch. Damage Control knocks them both off the apron. And next we have Zoe Stark, Xia Li. After they entered the ring, Candice LeRae gets eliminated by Damage Control. So as you can see, Damage Control has eliminated a lot of the field. But finally we get a stop put to that, kind of, because Becky Lynch comes out, the man. So, she's out there to take down Damage Control. And she hits the ring. Tegan Nox hits the ring. Asuka hits the ring with new music and a new look. She's the Kana look now. She has short hair and her face is white with blue glitter, and then she had like black on her eyes. Piper Niven was after Asuka. Oh, when she got in the ring with her new music, she did eliminate Tegan Knox.
Mm.
Piper Niven was next, formerly known as Dewdrop, so she's gotten her name back. After that was Tamina, knowing Mina then Tamina. After that, we finally get to see Chelsea Green, but she lasts all of 5 seconds and
Who's
is
Chelsea
eliminated
Green?
by. That is Zack Ryder's wife.
Oh.
But yeah, she lasted all of 5 seconds as she is eliminated by Rhea Ripley. Following that, Becky Lynch eliminates Damage Control. Sans Bailey. She did not eliminate Bailey, she just eliminated the tag team champions. But through all the distraction, Bailey was able to eliminate Becky Lynch. And then, still through that distraction, Liv Morgan was able to eliminate Bailey. So these all happened like clustered together.
Mm.
Next up, we have Zelina Vega. She comes out. They noted that she's one of the commentator voices for Street Fighter 6, and she came out as a Street Fighter 6 character. Don't know who it is. But she came out dressed as cosplay as a Street Fighter 6 character. And there was a moment in this match where her and Xia Li, who was also looking like a Street Fighter character, on the apron they started to do like a Street Fighter sequence. Yeah, not exaggerating this. Like they get up and they do their poses on the apron. By the way, they get up and they do their poses, and then Mccool talks about them being Street Fighter characters, and then yeah. Anyway,
Like Mccool knows what Street Fighter is.
yeah. I mean, he knows how to do his ad reads.
Yeah.
Zelina Vega gets the better of this and eliminates Xia Li. Next is Raquel Rodriguez to a big pop, but that's also because she's in Texas and from Texas. It was also pointed out to me that she was wearing Selena inspired gear, so I guess that's important because
Okay.
in San Antonio. Next, we have Meechin, Lacey Evans, Michelle McCool. Michelle McCool was sitting ringside with her family, minus the Undertaker, and then her music hits, and she takes off her coat and gets in the match from the front row.
It's fucking stupid.
So yeah, she gets in. She eliminates Tamina. Next, we have Indy Hartwell, Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville, she immediately eliminates Zoe Stark. Lacey Evans then eliminates Zelina Vega. Then out next we have Shotzi. Sonya eliminates Indy.
What number are we at?
We're almost there.
Jesus. Feels like there's more women than there are men.
Yeah, so we got Sonya eliminating Indy Hartwell. Nikki Cross is next. And then our final member, the returning Nia Jax. And Nia, everybody's surprised to see her back. The whole locker room, they're still playing up that the locker room hates her, and she gets eliminated by everybody in the Royal Rumble. And then Lacey Evans gets eliminated by Raquel Rodriguez.
That was your pick.
They were my pick. Asuka was eliminated by Sonya Deville. Michelle McCool was eliminated. Piper Niven. These came quick, so I didn't get like who did it. And then Raquel Rodriguez got eliminated. So we're down to I missed. So our final three: Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Asuka. They're fighting. So all three are fighting on the apron. There was a moment where Asuka was going to miss Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley ducks it, so she hits Liv Morgan with the mist. Rhea Ripley then eliminates Asuka with a kind of like a sweep. And then you have this moment where Liv Morgan, she's trying to eliminate Rhea Ripley because she's hanging on the ropes, a la like Shawn Michaels. But Liv Morgan, she can't find her because she just got misted. And then Rhea Ripley kind of does the Shawn Michaels get back into the ring thing, but instead she wraps her legs around Liv Morgan's head and then flings her off of the apron for the win. And Rhea Ripley, the Eradicator, is your Women's Royal Rumble winner. Going on to WrestleMania, probably to face Bianca Belair. But she could face Charlotte Flair. She could. But there you go. I think it was much better than the men's Royal Rumble because it was predictable, but it was a little bit less predictable than it was for the men.
I don't know. It sounded like the same thing, kind of. I mean, where you had the person that started lasted till the end, and then they have a contentious finish. The only difference is the person that started actually won this one,
Yeah,
and they had NXT people.
they did, and there was much more surprises, I guess. But that didn't. That was what. That's not what made it a better match. The fact that they had surprises, but at the same time, you want the Royal Rumble to be unpredictable. It's
Right.
like the big draw of the Royal Rumble is to you never know who's gonna come out next. But yeah, there you go. There's your women's Royal Rumble match.